My name is Mike Doernberg. I'm the CEO of ReverbNation. I'm also the co-chair of this year's 2011 CED Venture Conference. I'd like to invite all of the entrepreneurs in the area to come to the conference this year. I think you're going to find it to be quite valuable. First of all, it's in Raleigh. Secondly, it's all tech this year. There's going to be literally hundreds of investors, both locally and nationally, small investors to make small investments as well as larger investments, and I think it's a great opportunity to network. Well, I think this year's demo room is going to be tremendous. First of all, there's going to be 70 companies from the area in the demo room. It's going to be a chance for entrepreneurs to see a lot of their peers, as well as investors to see a lot of the cool companies that are out there. But I think this is going to be an interesting year because the demo room, unlike previous years, that just brought tables in, is really going to be a much more collaborative environment, an environment that I think you're going to get a chance to really see these companies like you've never seen them before. Another reason I think investors really ought to think about this year's CED conference is that it's going to be the first year where we actually break the conference into ideas, into things that are going on in the area, including clean tech, cloud computing, where you're going to get to see people talk about the area as well as companies present, which is going to be a unique blend of understanding what's going on, coupled with talking to those entrepreneurs that are really innovating inside of it. I think it'll be fairly unique, and I think it'll be something that I don't know anybody else has ever tried.
Okay, very good. And Mike, if you could tell me a little bit about what you think is happening with the tech sector around here right now. I mean, is the economy turning around? Are you seeing some energy? I mean, how are things maybe different this year than they were this time a year ago?
I think the tech sector is always a great sector to be in. There's tremendous innovation, but I think now more than ever, you're starting to see companies emerge with a new kind of strength, with a kind of realism that you need in this environment. I think this area, better than almost all other areas, it really breeds these types of companies. I've been amazed by some of the innovation just in my own area and some of the great companies and great entrepreneurs running them. I think it's a great time to be an entrepreneur. I think it's a great time to be an entrepreneur in this area. I think you will agree with me when you come meet some of these companies.
And one other thing, too, I think it's important to stress that the Venture Conference is not just for those seeking venture capital, right? I mean, the Venture Conference is for people who are interested in technology generally. So one thing that I might ask if I'm an entrepreneur is like, hey, I'm not looking for VC investors right this very minute. Why should I come to the Venture Conference?
You know, people think about the Venture Conference as a place to raise money. But really, venture capital and the companies they invest in are really fueling innovation for our country. This is a place to really learn about what's going on, to be part of it, and to really, I think, sort of infuse yourself with new ideas. I think there's lots of reasons to come to the Venture Conference. Of course, there are the traditional ideas, but I think just to be part of what's going on and sort of the thinking and part of this environment, I think is exciting for everybody.